What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for yet another weekly update video. Just kind of been putting these out sporadically throughout the winter months, as you guys have seen. Thank you to those that continue to watch and like the video. We don't have too much to talk about, but we're now starting to try to get focused a little bit, rein it in just a little bit from the relaxing winter, from the winter storms, from the ice and everything. We're starting to finally get into mid-February here shortly, and it's time to start thinking a little bit ahead of time for lawn care. So I'm going to set you down here with my little short tripod. We did a lawn walkthrough, so if you're interested in seeing exactly what my lawn's looking like and the pros and the cons, then go check out the previous video that we released here on the channel. But today, just want to get your mind focused about what we need to be looking ahead at and gearing up for spring lawn care here very shortly. So sorry about the short tripod. I'm just lazy and not wanting to bring out the bigger tripod. But yeah, before walking out here, today we're here in Central North Carolina, going to be around 65 degrees. So absolutely looking forward to that. Hopefully that will take care of, and I still, even in the plant bed right behind you guys, still seeing a little bit of snow. Little bit of patchy snow in the shadow areas next to behind my Blackstone. So we still, even in areas, believe it or not, we still have some snow lingering in the shadows. So hopefully 65 today, that should take that out. We do expect a little bit of rain, but after today, 65, tomorrow closer to 60s, and then we're going to kind of steady out into the upper to lower 50s, and we're going to be paying attention to that. Why is that important? Why are we talking about that? Mr. Ferguson, I had some people actually say previously, Mr. Ferguson, why do you always come out and tell us about your weather? Like, nobody cares. Well, weather has a huge deal to do with lawn care. Depending on if we're having 100 degrees and 100% humidity, then that affects us because we got to make sure we have water in our turf. If we are expecting thunderstorms, we don't want to be watering our lawn. We're going to make a soupy mess. We don't want to be putting down seed because we're going to have 7 days of rain. Weather is critical to understand and be looking and checking in on that to know where are we. And right now, why that's a little critical is because what we've been talking about for the past like 2.5 months, which is if we're steadying our air temperatures around the 50s here shortly, then our ground temperatures are going to begin to rise, our soil temperatures, and the soil temperatures are exactly what we're looking at in regards to when we're going to start looking at putting down our first application, if you do split apps, our first application of pre-emergent. I've told you guys repetitively, we went over in a previous video actually that we went over prodiamine versus dithiapyr. You may want to check that video out. I thought that was really cool. We looked to AI for that information on those topics. It seems to be really good. When we're talking about rates, we've tried to shy away from it, so just check that out. But I will absolutely be putting pre-emergent down shortly, but we want to time it properly. You don't want to do it too soon because then it'll run out earlier. You don't want to do it too late because then you're allowing germination of crabgrass and weeds in your lawn to go ahead and happen. And the pre-emergent, unless it's dithiapyr, which does have some post-emergent properties, prodiamine's not going to kill it. It's going to actually pop up. So we want to time it right around that 52 to 54 temperature in our soil, but not just one day when it's 52 or 54. We actually want it to be the average. So that's what you want to look at. And we're going to have highs, we're going to have lows. Today, again, we're going to be 65, but then we're going to turn around and be 48 in 6 days. So it doesn't mean we're going to do our pre-emergent today, but we need to start paying attention, and that goes for me, myself as well. So that's what I wanted to talk about. But also, lastly, as we get into this thing, you want to start looking at what's in your shed. Do you have fertilizer ready to go for when spring comes? Do you plan on picking that up in the mad crowd rush? You know, everybody is kind of in the lull of winter. So now is the time to look at your fertilizer. Do you have some in the shed? Are you ready for that? Yep, I bought some in last year. I'm good. Well, awesome. Perfect. If you're maybe like me, I don't even know what's in my own shed. Now's the time before the mad rush, because we all know this. The mad rush is going to hit Lowe's, Home Depot, you know, Town and Country, Tractor Supply, all these places that sell fert. It's going to be a mad dash for it. They're going to have this sale, that sale. You're probably going to pay a higher price. Maybe, maybe not. There might be sales, but we're talking about, you know, maybe some urea is what you want to do. Maybe you want to do a high-end high potassium mix. So what type do you want? Well, we're moving into spring, and as we've talked about several times here on my channel, which focuses more on central North Carolina with a cool season fescue lawn, we have a very small window here in North Carolina of where we have spring temperatures. We normally just we get in the 70s. It might last for sometimes a week or two, and then we just kind of jump into the 80s, and then from there we're hitting high temps, and we're not pushing a lot of in at that point. So early on, right soon after we're putting down our pre-emergent, it's going to be time to do that first fertilization of the lawn, and we don't have a lot of time like we do in the fall to push fertilizer. So do you already have that? You've got a plan ready for that? One of the biggest differences between fescue and maintaining fescue, and why it's so much more difficult than warm season grass, which you may be seeing in your neighborhoods, is because we have to deal with fungus. So are you already prepared with that? And I've already mindlessly told you guys over and over and over my story about how I am and how me and my dad were cut from the same cloth. But in the original time I looked up the lawn care plan from Alan Hain that I got on, I said, not for me. I'm not going to worry about that. I think they're just trying to get money out of you. This guy, I don't know this Alan Hain guy, but clearly he's just trying to get you to do the extra stuff and add on to the plan and spin. I'm not doing that until I got hit with fungus. And I'm like, okay, so the first time I planted my GCI turf type tall fescue, everything's looking great in the fall. My wife's impressed. Everybody's stopping and saying, man, what did you do to your lawn? It looks amazing. And then get into late spring, we've got this orangey, tingy, nasty looking fungus that pops up, and you're talking about what do I do? Like, oh crap, like now we're looking at the lawn care manual, the lawn care plan, and how do I fix this problem? And I had to begin to learn about fungicides and fungus. And so go ahead and prep for that. We've talked about azoxystrobin. We've talked about propiconazole. We've also talked about how if we use the same thing every month, it can also, just like taking the same Tylenol or it's taking a leave every day, your body begins to get used to those amounts and dosages, if I'm saying that correctly, and we need to maybe switch it up to a different product and alternate. The same is true with fungicides. So you may want to look at alternatives, but using propiconazole sometimes, obviously if we're using azoxy and propy, and we're doing those back-to-back or very similar times, then we're covering a wide range of taking care of fungus and protecting ourselves. So we want to look at, hey, when do I need to start prepping in my location, in my state? When do I need to start looking at doing preventative fungicide sprays in my lawn, not reaction to it? So obviously when we get hot temperatures, outside air temperatures, when we're getting closer to summer, and when we're getting warm ground temperatures, and then we're getting moisture, that's a combination for fungus spores. And so, but we want to go ahead and have that and be prepared for that. So this whole video is, all right, guys, let's start stretching a little bit. All right, winter's over. Okay, we got a 65-degree day. This is one of many. Time is beginning. If you guys notice, now it's starting to get dark around 6 o'clock, where for a long time it was getting dark at 5. So I'm trying to get used to that. So everything is starting to come together just a little bit quicker and a little bit faster. So are you prepared? Now's the time to get ready. I'm going to leave. I've had links all winter down below. If you're looking for a new backpack sprayer, if you're looking for any type of equipment, now's the time to get that stuff. Go ahead. If you got to have it shipped, then now's the time. You don't want to be the day I'm planning to do this thing, oh crap, my backpack spray don't work. Now you got to wait. Now you got to have it shipped. Now you got to come up with the money. Budget now. Maybe you need to budget. We've said this from the beginning of the winter, but now's the time to start ordering these things. Get them in before the mad dash. Let them all do the mad dash. I hate crowds. I hate traffic. So let them rush to Home Depot and Lowe's. Go now. Go with your wife on after a Friday night date after Valentine's Day and say, hey, I'm going to pick up some of this. What was it that they're selling at Lowe's? It's really good. The Stay Green. The Stay Green is amazing. If you want a recommendation, I think it's awesome. And I'm not sponsored by Lowe's or Home Depot or Stay Green. It's just a cheap, very nice looking fertilizer for your lawn. That's an awesome one. But of course, I'm looking at your urea. I think I've got some of the HCU Andersons. There are other things on Amazon that today, if you want to use any links that I have below, you can have these things shipping to your house now. So check out the description. If you're watching on the computer, you click the more and it should have the description. You'll see the links. It just helps me and the channel. I did, and let me clear that up in the last part of this video. So I was at one time working for, I got 10% commissions from Do My Own, from Yard Mastery, from Jonathan Green, and I've ended that. The program that they work with, I didn't like it. I still use Do My Own the most, and I was hesitant to get rid of commissions for Yard Mastery and Do My Own, so I'm not affiliated with them, but it doesn't mean I'm going to say, hey, they suck. I'm just not affiliated with them anymore. So Yard Mastery has great products over there. If you're interested in those, we'll leave some links, and also Do My Own for any type of fungus and fungicides that you want to have. It's a great, but obviously I'm still affiliated with GCI Turf and Amazon, because I feel like I use Amazon all the time, and I feel like most people do as well. They've just got a great running website that they constantly work on and improve, and I like it. And so that's the links you'll mainly see from GCI and Amazon this season. So that's a little bit about me. We're also I'm excited to do a Blackstone video with you guys. I've had more than one person ask for that, and I think that's awesome. I am learning about this. I'm a newbie at it. So clearly to the vets, when we put that out, don't laugh at us too much, but I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I want to do that. And the next time I have time to film it, I want to do a cook and show you guys what I've got here. So, but it's coming. I'm not forgot about you. Every time I come out here, I look at it, and we're eating off it all the time. We had some prime rib burgers that that were prepackaged from like Food Line last night. Delicious. My wife did it. I had to take the daughter to gymnastics, and it was absolutely delicious. So we continue to use it over and over. We've been cooking on it ever since we purchased it. So that video is coming as well. So sorry to kind of look down at you guys, but leave your comments below. What are your thoughts? How's your lawn coming? Is anybody out there still snow covered? Because my gosh, I hope you're not. And I hope you're getting some of this awesome weather we're supposed to have today. God bless you guys. Hope you're having a good one. We'll talk to you next time. See ya.